Now let us talk about setting paragraph spacing. Paragraph spacing is the amount of space above or below a paragraph. Follow the steps to set the paragraph spacing. Select the paragraph before or after which you want to change the spacing. Click on the Paragraph dialog box launcher button on the Home tab. The Paragraph dialog box will open. Select the Indents and Spacing tab. Enter the required spacing in the before and after spin boxes under the spacing section. Click OK. Let me share an important tip. Click on the Line and Paragraph Spacing button in the Paragraph group under the Home tab and select the line spacing options from the drop-down menu. The Paragraph dialog box will appear. Select any specified value for the line spacing and paragraph spacing. Let us now understand how to set page properties. Word offers features to set the page properties such as page margins, page orientation, page size, etc. Students, now let us talk about setting margins. Margin refers to the amount of space which is left from the edge of the page and the document text. Microsoft Word allows you to set the margins on all the four sides of a document, that is, top, bottom, left and right. The default margins are set at 1 from the top and bottom and 1 from left and right edge of the page. Setting margins using ruler bars. To change the left or right margins, point to a margin boundary or the horizontal ruler. When the pointer changes to a double-headed arrow, drag the margin boundary as per your need. To change the top or bottom margins, point to a margin boundary on the vertical ruler. When the pointer changes to a double-headed arrow, drag the margin boundary as required. Let me now guide you how to specify exact margin measurement. Select the Page Layout tab. Click the Margins button in the Page Setup group. A drop-down list of options appears. The normal option is selected by default. Select any predefined margin setting, or select the Custom Margins option. The Page Setup dialog box will appear. Select the Margins tab. Type the values for top, bottom, left and right margins or click the spin boxes to set the margins. In the Apply to drop-down list, choose any option, either whole document or selected text. Click OK. Alright students, now we will talk about setting paper orientation. The page orientation is the property to set the printing direction of the text. The default orientation is portrait orientation, in which document is printed lengthwise. When we choose landscape orientation, the document is printed widthwise. To change the paper orientation, follow the given steps. Select the Page Layout tab. Click on the Orientation button in the Page Setup group. Choose the landscape orientation from the drop-down list. Observe the change. Let me now tell you how to set paper size. In Microsoft Word, you can work with different sizes of paper, but the available selections depend on the type of printer you use. To set a paper size, select the Page Layout tab. Click the Size button in the Page Setup group. A list of paper size options appear. The current paper size is highlighted in the drop-down list. Select any desired page size option. The paper size of the document changes accordingly. Or click on the More Paper Sizes option in the Size button drop-down list. The Page Setup dialog box will appear. Click on the Paper tab. Select the desired size from the Paper Size drop-down list. Observe the change in the preview block and click OK. Okay students, let me describe you how to preview a document. Microsoft Word allows you to preview the document before printing. Follow the given steps to preview a document. Click on the File tab and select the Print option. A preview of your document automatically appears on the right side of the Word window. To view each page, click on the arrows below the preview section present on the navigation bar. You can magnify the view of the page by using the zoom slider bar at the bottom right corner of the preview section. If you want to print more than one copy of a document, you can choose between the collated and uncollated options in the Settings option. If there are 10 pages in a document and you want to print 5 copies, the collated option will print the complete copy of the document, that is, from page 1 to page 10, and then it will again start printing the next copy. Whereas the uncollated option will print all the 5 copies of the first page, and then it will print the next copy of the subsequent pages likewise. Alright students, now we will talk about printing a document. After checking the preview of the document, you can follow the given steps to print the document. Click on the File tab and select the Print option. Choose the printer from the Printer drop-down list. Enter the number of copies in the Copies pin box. Under the Settings section, click on the arrow next to the Print All Pages to choose any given option. Selecting the Print All Pages option prints the entire document. Selecting the Print Selection option prints only the selected text from the document. Selecting the Print Current Page prints only the selected page from your document. Choosing the Print Custom Range option prints the specified range of pages from the document. After selecting all the required options, click on the Print button. Students note that to change the properties for your printer, select the Printer Properties option under the printer name. Let us quickly glance through the key points discussed in this chapter. The Format Painter tool is used to apply text formatting and some basic graphics formatting such as borders and fills to another selection. The Find option finds a particular word or phrase in the current document. The Replace option in Word offers a facility to search a particular word or phrase and replace it with a new word. Header and footer is used to place some information on the top and at the bottom of every page respectively. Indentation determines the amount of spacing between the text and the page margins. Paragraph spacing determines the amount of spaces above or below a paragraph. Margin refers to the amount of space which is left from the edges of a paper where the text actually begins to appear. Paragraph spacing determines the amount of spaces above or below a paragraph. The page orientation is the property to set the printing direction of the text.